The fresh flaxseed pizza dough of Alicia Kline is filmed before a live studio audience.
Well, we're not really, but hi, good afternoon. It's cooking time with Mrs. Kline. Oh, is that it? Mrs. Kline. It's Mrs. Kline's cooking time. It's going to be short and sweet today. I know I'm a little early, but I have to go do enforcement checks tonight, which basically means I make sure that people that sell cigarettes are not selling them to minors. So it's a lot of fun, but I have to do that tonight. So today I'm just going to make a quick, easy, healthier version of a pizza dough, as healthy as pizza dough can get, I guess. And then Lainey will put the pizzas together tonight, but I just wanted to show you this pizza dough recipe. It's flaxseed. It has some flaxseed in it, which makes it a little healthier. But it is made with an organic bread flour, which means it doesn't have any GMOs in it. However, it is high in gluten, so, you know, it's pizza dough. But, and it's homemade, so you know what you're getting in it. So let's get started. Here's my Lainey. Oh, is it you?
No, you had to turn the camera.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, no me, remember? I'm not staying in the light. Okay, so. Bye. Okay, bye. We're losing our studio audience. All right.
Okay, bye.
Some people. All right, so the first thing, obviously, we need to do is we need to get our water and yeast mixed together. Now, this is the most crucial part and the hardest part of making dough is getting the yeast right. If it's too hot, you'll kill all the whatever they are, germy thingies in there. And if it's too cold, it won't activate them. So you have to make sure your temperature is just right. I always use a thermometer and keep a watch. And it should be about 110 to 115 degrees. Now, can you see the 10 in there? No. Can you see it? I can't see it because I have my glasses. Okay. All right. So, this is 3/4 cup of water. Now, we're going to wait till it gets to 110. Where is the 110?
You can't see it.
I can't see it. Can you see it?
Yes, I see it.
Okay. Man, our thermometer is... Oh, it's Grandma Hazel's thermometer. Thermometer. It's Grandma's thermometer.
It's getting there.
So, while we're waiting for our dough, I went to the doctor yesterday. I've been having this hip issue for about a year. The last 6 months, it's been very bad, constant pain in my hip. I didn't want to go to the doctor because I didn't want to be shamed about my weight, blah, blah, blah. But I went and I got a muscle relaxer, I guess. Or not a muscle relaxer.
Muscle relaxer.
For inflammation for my arthritis. And today I feel like a new woman. So I'm glad I forced myself to do that. But I got my blood work back too. The eye doctor was concerned about diabetes because my eyes got worse, but my blood work was perfect. So I'm pretty healthy for a fat girl. All right. Is that at one?
There.
It's almost at 110?
Almost, yeah.
Okay. Is that 110?
Just about, yeah.
Okay. 110? All right. So it's at 110. So we pour it in to our yeast, and it's just one packet of active dry yeast. All natural yeast. Okay. You just give it a little stir. Oh, it's all sticky there. So we get a little stir to kind of activate it. Let it sit. Oh, it's all clumpy. Okay. Okay, now that should get like frothy and whatever. Okay. All right. Now, while we're waiting for that, we're just going to add, I'm going to turn off the burner. Going to add 2 cups, oh my goodness, 2 cups. We need a do-over like they have on the Food Network. Okay, 2 cups of organic bread flour, and it's made out of whole wheat, but it is high in gluten. A little bit of salt, dash of salt. You're going to add 2 tablespoons of, I have organic golden flaxseed. So 2 tablespoons of that. Okay. There we go. And last but not least, we are going to add a tablespoon and a half of olive oil. All right. Now, to this we are going to add our yeast and water mixture and try and get it all in the bowl. There we go. Okay. And right away, it's started to bubble right away, so that's a good sign. Making dough, it's hard to master. We still haven't really mastered it all that well, but we're getting there. The more we do it, Delaney is much better at making dough than I am. It's all about that yeast. It's all about that yeast.
I knew it was coming. I knew you were going to say it.
All right, so now we are going to... I have my stand mixer here, my KitchenAid that I got for Christmas one year. Best Christmas present ever. With the dough hook on it, and we'll slowly start mixing it around. Incorporating all our ingredients. Can you turn it on higher? Mm-hmm. Alright, turn it on a little higher. Now it's starting to form a dough. This dough is really soft. I didn't notice that the last time. It's a very soft and very pretty dough, dainty dough. It's starting to come together. See, it's not sticking to the sides anymore. Do you want to take it out and knead it? Now?
Feel it.
Alright, now we're going to feel. Oh, we're not going to do that. Alright, we got to feel it. It feels stiff. Should we knead it?
It's a little sticky.
Should I put it back in the hook or knead it more?
You should knead it.
Alright. So, Lainey likes to finish her dough by kneading it rather than kneading it in the bowl. And I tend to agree. It gets better that way. So, let's just get all this stuff here. Transfer it to my table. Do we need flour?
Yeah.
See the red flour there? Yeah. How many minutes are we at?
7.
Okay. Try not to make them too long because YouTube, I don't know, maybe gotta pay to make them longer. Mm. Alright, so now we're just gonna knead it for a few minutes. Kneading the dough. It's sticky. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So add more flour. You don't want your dough to be sticky. It needs to be like smooth, right, Lainey? Mm-hmm. Like smooth. Like butter. Mm. So you knead it. You want to do it? You look like you want to do it.
I'm just watching.
I think it needs just a tad bit more flour. Trying to be gentle. Because you got to knead it too. You got to make sure you activate the glutens, right? That's what you're doing. You're activating the yeast and all the glutens in there. I learned that from Guy Fieri. Watching his show. I was watching, well then, they're doing that redemption thing for the next Food Network star that's going to start. And that Penny, remember Penny?
No.
Well, with Penny, when she was, she's like our meat, I forget. But, like, she's really obnoxious and rude. But she was saying, she's in the redemption thing to go back. And she was saying, like, she never had any culinary training at all. Just by watching people and reading and stuff. And she's not a bad cook. She's just an ass. What do you think, Lainey? I think it might be a little sticky yet.
I agree. You should put more on there. But you just gotta be careful.
Why?
You don't want it to start getting like harder.
Right, okay.
Like once it starts getting like
I think
tough.
Here it was like a little sticky, but now it's...
Because like you don't want to over knead it.
Yeah.
And like once it starts getting stiff and hard, that's a bad sign.
Now feel it. Now I think it feels good.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
All right.
Much better.
All right. So what we're going to do now is you can put it in the little glass bowl. I can reach it. All right. I'm gonna put a little oil in my bowl here. Mix it around. I'm gonna place my dough in the oiled bowl. I'm going to cover it with a tea towel. And then you need to place it someplace warm. I'll show you our place that is warm. That we see if Grandma is Grandma's sleeping, but
Is she covered?
yes. Hi, Grandma. I'm just gonna turn on your what was that? It's today. It's not tomorrow. Here, come show this. Grandma's got this little heater here.
Maybe it's because they show up when they need it most.
Grandma doesn't know what day it is. All right. There we go. Just gonna put my dough to rice, Grandma. Okay. All right. You okay? Okay. All right. Oh, here, look. Before we go, and this was a dough I had gotten at Celino's yesterday. So this is Celino's dough. So I just got that out. We're gonna let that rise. Okay. That's it. And maybe Lainey will show you the pizza dough later. She'll come on as Mrs. Kline, okay? So if you want to see the video again, if you didn't get to see it today, you're probably still working, please go to my YouTube channel, Mrs. Kline's Cooking Time. Ciao!